Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Well, welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So it's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Okay. Hope you all are doing wonderful. Okay. There could be some energy right now where you could be feeling not yourself, collective. You could be feeling like you're in the energy of the Five of Cups. You could be feeling some kind of sadness, and you could be wondering, where is it coming from? Um, but you could be feeling some kind of sadness and wanting to know where it come from. You could be saying to yourself, well, I feel okay. I woke up in a great mood. What is it, and why is it that I'm feeling like I'm sad, but I don't know what it is? And Spirit is saying for you to be mindful that there are a lot of massive changes that are taking place around the world, worldwide. And even though you're doing the work on yourself, this is a time to really make sure that you are standing in your power. And this doesn't mean for you to be anxious or have anxiety or fear. But whatever regimen that you have to keep yourself grounded or aligned at this time, with Scorpio placement, at this time, to make sure that you are choosing to exercise your belief system. Doesn't matter what your belief system is, all are welcome on this channel. Whether you're religious, spiritual, whether you're into prayer, meditation, affirmations, whatever you like to do that you feel puts you in a good mental space and makes you smile and makes you happy. Whatever that tradition is for you, and it's going to be different for everyone. Spirit is saying the feelings and the emotions that you may be experiencing are not yours. And for you to not assume that anyone is maybe trying to practice magic on you, or because it's heard a lot and it's talked about a lot. There are people who dabble into the magi sometimes, but Spirit is saying this message is for a massive amount of people who need to know it's not anyone doing anything to you personally. Energetically speaking, worldwide, everyone is having an effect and feelings of their emotions, feeling like they are disheveled, like something is out of order, but you can't put your finger quite on it. And it's the amount of massive changes that are taking place. Not just in the economy. They're saying just as well as you hear and see the changes outside of you in your daily life. This could be on your job, in your community, on the news, on social media, just as well as there are changes outside of you happening. As above, so below, as within, so without. There are also changes within everyone that is happening. And some of us are aware of this and some of us aren't. And so this message is just for you to stay calm, stay centered, stay grounded, and make sure that you are indulging and, doing activities that bring you peace and calm. Maybe listening to particular types of music or frequencies or hertz that can assist you in aligning your energy. But everything is fine. I guess that'll be the title of this read. Spirit is saying everything is fine. You don't have to feel like there's something going on and begin to become hyper. I'm picking up someone could be maybe hyper and thinking something is wrong. And Spirit wants you to know that everything is okay. So someone needs to know everything is going to be all right. Okay, now they're going to have me sing. Here we go. Don't worry about a thing, cause everything's gonna be all right. Okay. On key or off key. They want me to sing that to you. It's gonna be okay. So take a deep breath, step outside, put on some nice music, read a book, whatever works for you. Uh, yeah, and just be mindful of overindulging in different vices. I'm not trying to tell anyone what to do. We have free will, but be mindful of overindulging. You want to make sure that you keep your head clear. You want to keep your spiritual, energetic cords clear as well. When you consume, you do become uh, an alluring portal for different energies to be attracted to you and energies that you may not want to be attached to you. So just be mindful of overindulging in different vices, okay? Something about one or two drinks is enough. Okay. Someone needs to hear that. That's not for everyone. So, Spirit wants you to know the sun is still shining, no matter how much of negativity or surprise titles you may hear or see or conversations. This could be information about celebrities, breaking news, bum, 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 with the music, with the theme music behind it. Okay, breaking news about celebrities, changes happening in the economy, on your job, people worrying, people being full of frustration, and really, Spirit is saying a lot of worrying is taking place before anything has even happened. And Spirit wants you to keep in mind that we're always in the energy of evolution, and change can happen at any time on any level. So just because you hear of something that's coming, down the pipeline, doesn't mean that it's going to exactly happen that way. And even though it may be something that you're not in agreement with, that everything is going to be all right in the end. So I didn't know this reading was going here, but here we are. Okay. Okay. So there are many who are concerned with maintaining balance and stability. There's an energy of anxiety in the air, and Spirit is saying that it is an illusion. Do not allow yourself to become stressed or overwhelmed or feeling, putting yourself in a panic or being frantic. Spirit wants you to remain calm at this time. The energy that you are feeling, especially because I'm picking up on someone who's like, wait a minute, everything's okay. The bills paid. I fed the dog. Like what's going on? I took my vitamins. I worked out today. It's like you have a I'm seeing someone with a checklist of, did I do this and do that? And on your checklist, everything is done. But still there's this sensation that you just can't quite describe. And it's making you feel kind of imbalanced. And it's causing not sadness, but it's causing like a little slight confusion, and you are like wanting to know what is this, and Spirit is saying that you're okay. It's going to be all right. Your ancestors want you to know this as well, and that you're not the only one with this sensation or this feeling. The changes, once again, as I said, that are happening outside in the world around us, there is also changes happening inside of each and every one of us. Doesn't matter who you are, what your tax bracket is, what kind of connections you have, but change is always happening, and they want you to know that you're not alone. Okay, and this too will pass. So maybe some deep breaths, maybe some meditation could be very helpful at this time, or prayer, whatever it is, reading scripture, whatever it is that brings you a sense of peace and calmness. Okay, I'm hearing something about bath salts. Okay, Epsom salts, lavenders, oils, just different things you can do. Okay, massages, maybe give yourself a massage, or if you have a spouse, you massage each other, your feet or whatever. Okay. All right. So yeah, things that make you feel good, pampering yourself. If you want to have like a pamper me thing at home, maybe with you and your friends or you and your family, where you do facials, there's something about redirecting your energy. As we stand in the middle of change, like a storm may be a brewing around you, but you are protected, collective, and there's nothing to worry about. Okay, and so don't allow little small things to get on your nerves as well. There could be someone or something trying to like pick at you or aggravate you. This could be something as simple as Maybe there's a toy you bought your child or something that is extremely noisy, or a toy you brought your animal, your dog, and for some reason on this particular day when you're not in the mood, they want to play with that toy. And before you know it, you're like, okay, stop it now. So Spirit is saying be mindful, stay calm. Don't allow the little things that are trying to get on your nerves and make you angry to upset you, because they're saying it's going to be all right. With the Page of Wands, this is representing being still. And, when you are in the energy of not being sure of what's taking place inside or around you, it is a good time to just simply be still. Be still and just close your eyes for a moment before you react. And that's a good way also to calm yourself down, Spirit is saying. So, yeah, so everything is going to be all right, collective. I didn't know that I was, I surprise myself every day. All right, Spirit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and so the next card we have here is the Hermit energy. So possibly you've been indoors, okay? Maybe you've been indoors due to budget, okay? Maybe you're like, I'm saving my money, I'm not going out right now. That's for somebody. Or maybe you're just indoors because you like being indoors, okay? I wouldn't even say introverted. You just love being in your home, and there's nothing wrong with that. You work for your home, you pay for your home, so there's no sense of running away from it, eh? So you or someone could have Virgo energy, in your chart somewhere, sun, moon, or rise, or any placement. But with this Hermit energy, Spirit is saying you don't have to always go out and spend money. There are things you can do that doesn't cost you anything. They're saying step out and get some fresh air, even if it's going for a walk, going to your neighborhood park, standing in your yard, standing on your porch. Maybe cleaning out your car. I'm saying something about cleaning out a garage. Okay. Different things you can do, just to get your mind off of things. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, this is just a time for you to be strong and stand in your power, collective. Do not allow anything to nag you or get on your nerves where you end up saying or doing something you regret. Okay. All right. Don't have the cat or the dog looking at you funny, like, what's wrong with them? The cat like, meow, meow. What's wrong? Okay. And so, yeah, the Ten of Swords, this is not your energy, but this is the end with the 10 here. This is the end of a lot of cycles that are closing. There are a lot of people who are choosing at this time to stand in their truth. There's a lot of people who are also taking leaps and bounds of faith in a positive way. There's a lot of great things happening, and Spirit is saying, don't forget about the wonderful things that are happening around you, okay? Just as well as you may hear something that you're not in agreement with, there's always something positive going on as well that could motivate you, inspire you, or intrigue you, that life is worth living no matter what's going on outside of you. But this 10 is representing closure to a lot of falsehoods, a lot of lies that have been told, a lot of, pre-orchestrated belief systems that people are finding out that they were under false teachings and false beliefs, and may have had them delulu for a while, but it's okay. A lot of people are standing in their power. A lot of people are standing on their truth. They're being very vocal, and they are making changes individually. As human beings, individually, they are making changes in their lives, so that they are able to move towards, their purpose, move towards living the life that they so desire, okay? Because no matter who we are or what our dreams or hopes is, each and every one of us desire to live a life where we can conquer, at least one of our goals or one of our dreams. I'm pretty sure we all have several things that we want to conquer, that we want to achieve. And you at least want to conquer one of them, or two of them, as many as possible, while you're here on planet Earth. So, yeah, we all will come into our own awakening at different times. We all will meet different milestones at different times. and that is okay. So Spirit is also saying, with me saying that there's no need to compare yourself to anyone, that everything in your life is where it needs to be with the Knight of Wands. Everything is where it needs to be, and you need not to beat yourself up. Have the courage to pull through and persevere no matter what life throws at you. Everyone has something collective. I'm telling you that they are coping with or dealing with that they may not be satisfied about. But they trust and they know that this is something, hey, they have to stand on it, face it in order to get through it, to see yourself on the other side. You're going to have to be confident. You're going to have to trust that there's a higher power working for you. You know, whatever your belief system is, this is the time to exercise and flex your faith, flex your belief system. You know, as many debates that have been had in conversations about, you know, religion and culture and who's more powerful and who was here first. Well, this is the time to exercise whatever your belief system is. Exercise that faith or whomever you believe in. This is the time to flex. This is the time to flex on them, you know? Like for real, this is the time, you know. If you go to a Baptist church, this is the time. You know, if you go to a Catholic church, this is the time. Okay, if you go to the Kingdom Hall, this is the time, you know, to stand in your power and make sure that you're remaining optimistic about your presence as well as your future. Okay, so this is the time, you know, show them what you're working with. You don't have to battle people. You can show them by your mere existence, by just being the example. You know, no more talk. You can just like, look, I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to live my life. I'm going to be the example. How about that? You know, and all are welcome here. It does not matter what your belief system is. So, yeah, this message, you know, is, you know, with justice here, someone can have Libra placement in their chart. But with the scales here, there's a need for balance to be restored. And Spirit is saying, hold tight. Planetary speaking, there's a lot going on right now, a lot of high energy right now. And this is the time for you just to hang tight, you know. Hang tight. You know, Scorpio is the Pluto energy, you know. But hang tight and make sure that you're still constantly doing the work on yourself. And don't become discouraged. Something about compound. There's like a compound of information that's constantly being distributed through the media, in conversations. It's like the repetitive action of hearing about these changes in the world could be affecting someone. You're constantly hearing it. You know, maybe you live in a household where they keep the news on 24 hours a day. You know, you could have several TVs, but hey, maybe someone in your household keeps it on the news 24/7, you know, and that's their business. You like, that's their TV. I can't tell them what to do. So from hearing it at home, then you go to work. That's the topic of the discussion. You know, then you turn on the radio. That's the topic. The consistency of hearing people speaking about the changes, or hearing people complain, or hearing about people going without, people being worried about how they're going to take care of themselves or their families. The consistency of hearing it, you know, yeah, you know, the NLP of it could be affecting you. That's for somebody. So you may have to, you know, find some music to listen to. Okay. You know, or turn the news off and don't watch it as much. When it comes to the news, I say check the scoreboard. You can watch it, but you know, watch it 1, 2, 3. Okay, time to change the channel. Back to life. Okay. Back to life. Okay. But just don't be excessive. Something about doing things within a balance, as we have justice here. You know, it's okay to live your life, watch the news, but just if it's affecting you, just watch it every now and then, or just watch a little bit. First 10 to 15 minutes, then hey, change your channel, move on with life. That kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. So that's what this reading is about. There are some people concerned about the energy that they are feeling and they can't put their finger on it. Everything is okay. Spirit is saying everything is all right. It's just the planetary movement right now. It's the energy that we are in worldwide on many levels. And yes, there are things that are crumbling and falling down. There are things that are being dismantled. And the energy, energetically speaking, and the emotions of people are in an uproar. When folks have been accustomed to doing something for a long time, doesn't matter what it is. Okay, doesn't matter what it is. You could be used to buying Bounty and now you got to buy Spartan and you don't like it. Okay, it could be anything, so yeah, it's a lot of energetically, the emotions are high. I spoke about this a little bit yesterday in the reading. You have to be careful and just be mindful. Live your life, do as you please, but remember the emotions are high. And it does not have nothing to do with money, because there are people who are wealthy, who are in that large tax bracket, and they are still having, a little imbalance. They're feeling a little shaky, baby, as well. The whole world, every human is feeling some kind of impact at one point or another, whether it's 1%, 2%, 3%, but everyone is feeling an impact. It's not only about an EBT or a SNAP food stamp card. It's not only it's affecting people in different areas. It's taking a domino effect. But this is what it is. Everything is where it needs to be according to previous actions that have been taken. And so, since we know that these actions are not our fault and it's a lot of them out of our control, the best thing you can do for yourself is be still when you feel anxious and give yourself a moment and breathe deep. But this too will pass. Okay? Later.